A very good morning from the Bere Peninsula. I'm just outside the town of Bere, and an absolutely beautiful morning. I'm down at a location that I came across last night while out fishing with my kids, and yes, we did catch some fish. So I thought I'd get down here about 5 this morning to get those pre-dawn colours, and now I'm just waiting for the sun to get up. Beautiful clouds rolling in behind the distance. I think it's Hungry Hill. Gorgeous silhouettes of this little island with the trees in the water. So peaceful. And I think I'm actually going to get an image here. The first hint of peach colours in the sky are just above me here. Sun, I can see it in the distance, just kind of fighting its way through the clouds. Absolutely beautiful. I've dropped a case ND grad on just to bring that shutter speed down to 2 or 3 seconds. Conscious that I'm getting caught here in the water, but it's not too deep at the moment, so I'm going to ride it out for another couple of seconds, couple of minutes, and hopefully we get some light filtering through these trees here. Absolutely amazing spot. So happy I came across it yesterday. So my composition is very, very simple. Just using the still waters in the foreground. The tide's on its way in, which is great because it's covering up all that seaweed and the rocks in the shoreline here. I've got basically the island with the pine trees, I think it's pine trees or fir trees of some description, in the middle of the water, and on the left I've got these trees that are kind of isolated against the sky, and in the background there you've got Hungry Hill sneaking in from the left hand side, and on the right hand side you've got Bere Island sweeping in from the right down into the midground. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous tones on the water at the moment. Really happy with this. I've come off the shoreline, higher up overlooking that little bay I was on with that beautiful tree, Pine Island, or whatever you want to call it. I'm looking back out towards that. Getting up higher has maybe given me a wonderful view overlooking the bay and the moody kind of skies that are gathering across Hungry Hill and the mountains behind Bere. Forecast is bad for later on, but the light is really, really contrasty. So I've got the 7200mm lens on, and I'm basically coming in tight on the island, and the distant trees are just behind it, forming lovely silhouettes against that moody sky. Really bracketing like hell. I've tried bracketing without a filter on, and I'll probably blend them together in post. Just added the filter here to see if I can just tame those highlights a small bit. This is kind of quite moody and a quite atmospheric image. I actually think I like it. Yeah, I really got here way too early this morning. I've been here for at least an hour and 20 minutes, and now the first bits of colour starting to lighten that real blanket of grey cloud above me. I'm just looking at my phone here, and weather-wise, it actually looks like tomorrow morning could be a better opportunity. Either way, we'll wait it out another half an hour, see if any light starts to filter into the valley below me. And if not, it could be a case of back here tomorrow morning, a bit of deja vu. So I don't think it's going to happen this morning. While there's some chinks of light appear in the distance, the clouds are just too heavy. So I think mine's made up. I'll come back tomorrow. Good morning, folks. So I'm back on the Cork-Kerry border. Family's all tucked up in bed, and I'm out for a couple of hours trying to capture some landscape images. I'm back where I was yesterday morning, above the Healy Pass, just beyond the Healy Pass on the Cork-Kerry border. Truly beautiful, much photographed location, and to be honest with you, it's not hard to see why. It's absolutely a stunning vista. The light is looking a lot better this morning, so I'm hopeful that I'll get an image. Whether it's any good or not, I'm not sure. But I'm here, so I'm going to try. So let's see how that goes. The sun is starting to get above the hills behind me here and starting to illuminate the tops of the distant hills here. I think it's the Caha Mountains. Either way, I'll stick the name up on the corner of the screen. It's beautifully still. Noise of sheep, distant dogs barking. So quiet, so peaceful. Either way, as I say, this is literally at the side of the road, this spot. Well photographed, and it's not hard to see why. I'm just going to try and create a composition here using either 7200 and also use the wide angle 16 to 35, just to try and frame a composition that captures the light sweeping across the distant hills and some of the reflections of the clouds in the lake below. It'll be cliched as hell, but you know what? Mornings like this, cliched is good. Stunning. Okay, so I have a composition. So I've been playing around with a number of compositions, and instead of zooming in on a small area of the scene, I'm going to basically create a panoramic swinging left to right to try and capture the amazing scene in front of me here. The light is beautiful, it's subtle at the moment. In a few more minutes, it'll be probably stronger and light up the edges of the lake a bit more. To capture that panoramic, I've got the camera in manual mode. I've got my autofocus locked, and basically I'm going to swing left or right, and I'll stitch those images together in Photoshop. If the image is any good, I'll stick it above. Sheep. Things have just gone a bit flat now, so I'm just going to wait it out a couple of minutes and see what happens. Some light in the very distant hills over there, so quite confident we'll get some nice light. Can't believe how still it is. Beautiful. I just wish I had I have a composition here framed, and I just wish I'm at 70 mils. I just wish I had like another, bring that lens back to 60. Just a bit too tight for my liking. No, I got a fence in the way. No, still too tight. Still too tight. Ugh. the original. Stick to the original. Do you know what? I don't actually know if I've got an image that I'm actually happy with here today. Yes, I've taken a number of panoramics, etc. But I think they don't work. I'm not sure if they work or not. Beautiful location. And if I can get back before I go, I will. But not convinced I am. Look at that. Absolutely stunning.